Motorsports, a.k.a. the Hendrick cars. Irish in the 5. He was in the 88 in the duels due to the 2020 package. He'll be in the 5 tonight. GS Racing in the 24. Lined Cone in the 48. And that's the hot one in the 9. Suspect Motorsports. Insolvable in the 14 tonight. Nilla MG, he is the last car in the starting grid, but starting grid's subject to change. He'll be in the 10 car tonight. Old Goodwrench in the 41. And then everyone's favorite driver entering pit road, Nick H in the 4.
Makazi!
Grim Reaper
Kamikaze,
Motorsports, the 23XI cars. This is a 4-car team. Serving Cone in the 23. Dusty Stud in the 42. He was in the 49 for the duels. Serving Cone was in the 96 last week. RC Rowdy, not Crowdy, but RC Rowdy in the 45 tonight.
Hey!
He was...
Hey.
No, don't hang me.
Yes!
He's in the 45
you changed his
tonight.
nickname
Last
on...
week,
He's stalking.
He was in the 95.
You changed his name on Discord, so he's R Crowdy now. Not RC Rowdy.
I can remove you.
I'm looking at the roster and
You
it
can't
says
remove me.
RC
I'm
Rowdy.
invincible.
And then Romeo in the 43. He'll be...
Oh! Damn.
78. That's just under the solo drivers list. Mets fan in the 22. Surprisingly enough, the Penske cars are not their own team. So Mets fan not really on a team driving the 22 tonight, hoping he does well. Squid in the 38. Cowboys driving the 51 tonight as a
He
sub.
is not... We don't know the situation. His potential is to be out, but we are going to see at race time, so... He has the potential to run. Also, I just want to say this now. If you see Spartan live, guys, spam his chat. Spartans with an S. He will hate you, but it will make me laugh.
I'm doing
Promise
it.
you, it's worth it. Do it. Yes. Camera, breed chaos.
While that's going on, Georgia Dog in the field tonight driving the 31. He is listed on...
As a sub,
position number
yes.
20, row 10. Again, that could always change. Bad Omens, a sub for Dirty South. And then also we have Max Snipes in the field. It doesn't have any sub designations for him. But then there's drivers that weren't included there. Tyreek Speed, he is out tonight. He was going to be the pole sitter, but he said he's done for the night. He's not racing today, so it's a break for him. Rocky Top, he will be here though. Outside of row 1, so the 17 will be there as well. Racing Dream,
Yes.
he is driving the 34 tonight, looking at the starting grid. Then trying to see if I missed anybody
We can go-
else.
Hey, we can go over the whole starting grid right here. We got time. They're in the
At some point,
starting
we
lobby,
do
but-
need to get to what Jennings was going to say during the
Yes.
broadcast.
Yeah. Okay. We could go over the starting grid real quick. So on pole for tonight's event is going to be Fast Racer since Tyreek is out. So that moves everyone on the inside lane upper lane. So you got Rocky Top, Fast Racer on pole, Rocky Top right beside him. It's going to be RC Rowdy in third. DD is going to start fourth. They're going to move up Impact to fifth. Serving Cone up to sixth. Racing Dream is now going to be seventh. Irish is going to be eighth. Sean for Life is going to start ninth. Sterla's going to start 10th. Silent Kings, actually, I don't know if I'm doing this right. Silent Kings to start, yeah, God.
You should, no,
Either
you should
way-
be getting it right.
Okay, what number was that again?
10.
Okay, so 11th is going to be Silent King, 12th is going to be Spartans, 13th is going to be Max Snipes, Do Prime starting 14th, 15th is going to be Goodwrench, 16th is going to be GS Racing, T-Stone in 17th, Ironman in 18th, Georgia Dog in 19th, and then rounding out your top 20 is going to be the Hot Ones and Proto. So on the back end or starting in the rear due to either missing qualifying or the duels or just having a bad duel, they're going to be Line Cone 22nd, then it's going to be Dusty Stud 23rd, Installable 24th, 25th is going to be Bad Omens, Dean Gilberry is going to be 26th, 27th is going to be Cowboys, Squid is going to start 29th, this is going to be Adams is Slow or Proxy, and then 30th is going to be Nick, 31st is going to be B13, 30 seconds is going to be Romeo, and rounding out your field is going to be Nilla. They're having the countdown, so I'm going to hand it over to Jennings, who wants to say something to the viewers. Yeah.
Good evening, fans. I'd like to thank everybody for giving me the time. I'd like to thank the ODL ownership and the admin team for asking me to shed a little bit of light on the origins of this great league. I created the Aerl when I was running full-time with a now defunct league. During my tenure with that league, I had many disagreements with the league ownership on a variety of topics, everything from the way the league owner ran it to the favoritism that was shown to the big name drivers. And what I mean by that is NASCAR fans will relate by sometimes how Hendrick Motorsports or Joe Gibbs Racing, sometimes they get a little bit of favoritism from NASCAR. That's the best way to describe it. So I sat down, I brainstormed one day, wrote down everything that I would do differently. And before I knew it, I had the foundations of my own league. So, amateur esports racing leagues, or the AERL, was officially formed October 27th, 2019. Now, the goal at the time of the AERL was to attract the mid-pack drivers of other leagues and give them a chance to compete for wins and championships. We also wanted an old school type of racing, no stages, no playoffs. Whoever scored the most points at the end of the season won the championship. Season 1 ended up being very pivotal for us and essentially being the one and only nail in the ARL coffin on the console racing. So with Season 1, we started out with 10 full-time drivers. We capped the league at 16, so having 10 drivers full-time wasn't bad to start off with. By about the halfway mark of the season, we lost everybody from 6th to 10th in points. So only the top 5 were going, still racing. Little did we know that that championship run would come down to the final race of the season, right down to the final pit stop to decide the championship. It was between myself and Snail Grove 88. Whoever finished ahead of the other won the championship. Now, this is the first time I'm openly admitting what actually happened during that championship race. He pitted with 7 to 8 laps to go. I wasn't paying attention. I pitted with about 5 laps to go. He took 4 tires, I took 2 tires. Anybody that knows the game and racing in general, we were at Atlanta, tires are everything. So I gambled with 2 tires. Coming to 3 laps to go, I saw him catching me entering turn 3. I saw the move he was going to make on the outside. So I cut down low to try to protect that bottom, force him up high. I saw him coming down to try to crowd me. So I dipped down a little bit lower to try to get straighter exit off the straight and kind of keep my momentum and kind of push him out of the line. Well, he was thinking the same thing. He was trying to crowd me. I ended up grabbing that yellow line on the apron. We all know in this game what happens when you grab that apron. It's going to shoot you back up. Well, the timing was perfect. I grabbed that line. He door checked me. We both went in the wall. He got severe engine damage. It was red. I had orange. We both put on a clinic that day. We limped our cars home. I won the race and the championship. He finished second. So that was our first season. You couldn't script it better. Season 2, the admin team sat me down and said, listen, we need to make some changes to keep people involved. We introduced...
Let me reset. Yep, go on.
Okay. We introduced stage racing without stages, stage points being awarded. They were just mini breaks in the race, and a chase format, top 10 in points. Got into the chase. You got credit for all of your wins, you got 5 bonus points like it is today. Things were going well. About halfway through season 2, MMM Midnight Air introduced me to New York Mets fan. We were once again struggling with attendance. Midnight Air said, talk to Brad or Mets fan, he'll help us out. So I showed Mets fan what we had to offer. Mets fan joined and introduced me to Iron Man. Season 2 finished up. We went into season 3 with a revamped race format and championship format to mirror what it is today. Things went relatively well during that season. Once that season ended, more changes were requested. And I, as league owner at the time, I put up my defenses. When I say Iron Man and I, we couldn't agree that we both needed oxygen to survive. It's no joke. Iron Man and I, we did not agree on anything. So going into season 4, it was decided that I decided that I was holding the league back, and we rebranded it to the ODRL with new ownership with Brad or Iron Man and Mets fan as league owners. So one thing I would like to do in my closing statements is I am very proud of where Mets fan and Iron Man have taken the league. There is a common misconception with people that are familiar with it that there is a rift between Iron Man and I. I can tell you right now, when it comes to ODL racing, you will not find a bigger Iron Man fan than me. When the news broke that he won his championship, I celebrated quietly and cracked open a cold one for him. I'm hoping that he can repeat it. I would like to give one more congratulations to the 3 Aerl champions, myself and Georgia Dog. We won seasons 1 and 2. Georgia Dog, we have it easy compared to these guys today. And Beast, who won the season 3 championship. I also would like to thank my admin team over the course of those 3 seasons. Snail Grove 22, Hallahand 88, George Dog, MMM Midnight Air, New York Mets fan, Iron Man. I did have 2 other admins that will not be named. One quit because of a disagreement he and I had, and the other is indefinitely suspended from the ARL for actions detrimental. Everyone both in the ARL and ODRL, a huge thank you to MM Midnight Air. None of us would be celebrating the 10th premiere season in the ODRL if he did not introduce me to New York Mets fan. I've gotten a lot of, we wouldn't be here if it was for you. And in all reality, I just played a small part in what is now the ODRL. In my opinion, Midnight Air is the true unsung hero of this league.
All right, and that was Jennings,
Mr. Jennings
on our ARL, ODRL backstory.
I mean, that is cool. And actually, that is awesome, to be honest with you. I did write that down. Jennings, do you want to help us out tonight? I mean, you're in here already. You got time.
If the mic will reach my computer, I'll have to pull up the Twitch on my computer.
Hey, man, you're good. Hey man, it's good to have you here. I know some unfortunate circumstances have forced you to basically retire because dang Xbox is being stupid. But
Yeah, it's pretty much what
it
that boils down to.
it sucks, man. I was really looking forward to racing in that series. But either way, it's good to have you here. Also, it should be fun to watch as well. It's the opener at Dega. It's one of those tracks where super speedway. We always know. We consider anybody can win, but like Camo said in the past, not everyone can win. It actually takes, you gotta be in the right position at the right time. You gotta be basically top 5 because these lanes get stacked up very easily. And that's one thing we'll be watching, the stack ups.
Also, I think a bit of a news. We are in talks of making all super speedways in the 2020 cars. As
Yes.
looking at the duels was very movement heavy. You could really manhandle the cars and go where you wanted. I know these are mainly pack racing, so everyone's going to be much closer together.
And
So-
they are underway.
We'll see how it goes. As Fast
Rowdy?
Racer does take them off on the bottom.
Oh,
big
Already
lag.
kick
Lag.
from Fast Racer. Already
Very-
went off into turn 1. Multiple
Oh
cars
yeah,
in the
5 car.
field.
Yeah, it might be the server.
I'm
I'll
not
say
sure
that's-
if that
that's
was
on-
a Fast Racer lag kick or a lobby lag kick, but they are still racing
It looks
back to the
fine.
line.
It looks fine up front, so it might be a lobby kick. It might be a fast racer kick. Cowboys
Looks like
is in the
anyone
event.
Went into pit
That-
row yet, so everyone's still on the track.
That was
So definitely
at
lobby.
least 60% of the
kick.
field that got caught in that wreck.
It was. Yeah, everyone's involved. Here comes GS Racing to the top, in between 3 wide here, back in the rear of the field with Bad Omens in the 12 car.
And I do need to be on Fast Racer here for the first 5 laps.
So Fast Racer's gonna lead us to yellow under caution
Yellow
at the
on
line.
the first lap.
Which is
Yes,
surprising
yellow.
because in my history with Fast Racer, he typically doesn't have lag issues like that. So that's quite surprising to me. I've been racing with Fast Racer since 2000, prior to ODRL and AERL, so that is quite surprising if he's having a lag issue.
So we are 3 out of 29 laps. We gotta get used to numbers, Camo and Hendrick and Jennings.
At
Like,
this
these
point, I'm
numbers.
going to see them making a run, and since we're in Super Speedway, I have some time to scroll through and find who's who. So, like the 11,
Okay.
so I'll scroll through and find who's the 11. Give
That's
the
Didi.
audience seizure.
Those
that
are the
is
one-
Didi.
Romeo audience seizure, crazy. DD, in my opinion, is the easy one. Romeo is gonna be the hard one because he's in the 43 this season. I'm gonna forget that all season long.
But
Bad Omen.
you might forget that he's a different name in the car, but you're gonna see that car up front regardless.
That's the hope for his team, who also Sterlo drove that car last year, so he's running in his predecessor's car as well, his team owner's old car. Cowboy, he did make the show, so he's playing on controller. That's good for him. Proto in the 62, and he's also in the event. GS Racing in the 24. Someone is staying out. Who is staying out?
16 staying out, looks like. The 8 of
That
Iron
is
Man.
Proxy.
Iron Man will
It's
be the
not-
leader.
Horrible to stay out. I think you're
No, it's
losing
not.
about
Staying out.
2 laps of fuel compared to everybody pitting. So it's
No,
not
it's an
bad.
Iron
I mean,
1, 2,
it-
3.
It's not bad, and considering it's off the start, to be completely honest, if I were able to make this race, considering everything happened on lap 1, I'm right there with the guys that stayed out. I probably would not have pitted either. I would have tried to take advantage of the track position. Because with this graboid,
Exactly.
with this graboid package, it makes very fun racing, but
Stacks it up.
it
Yeah, it
stacks
is-
it up. And if you've
Yeah.
got a controller, to be completely honest with you, because I'm a controller driver, with a controller, it does make this racing a little bit more difficult. So if any of those guys are on controllers, it definitely gives them a little bit more of an advantage in track position.
Yeah, it is more beneficial to not pit here off the first few laps.
Well,
on the first
this
wreck,
is where I'm going to cut you
as
off
you were
and
stuck
talk
in the
about the pit rules.
free.
So we got 29 laps in the first stage, and we're on lap 3, but this is a very important lap for these guys. And I say this because according to the pit rules that was posted by Bren, you had 12 to 13 laps on each fuel run. I would not be shocked if people come here this time, top off, and if you play your cards right and
I
save,
think it's
you can only pit basically on maybe just one stop.
yeah, but you're stretching it. I mean, I know some people could save that. I mean, you would pit on this lap, I think. If you're trying to stretch it, I would pit on this lap as well, because this actually reduces your risk of running out. So that's why you see all these cars coming down. And remember, it's gonna be the longest line. I want to see someone stay out and like every single person picks the bottom lane or something. Well, I'd like that. That'd be funny as hell. Remember in the duels where we had a one person on the top that one run? So tail of the longest line. We see a lot of the cars come down pit road, but someone who did not is that 14 of Insoluble, who decides to stay out and he's gonna take over the lead. Everyone's choosing the bottom lane. Everyone is on the bottom lane, so no one's gonna be on the top here. Just FYI. So that's gonna be crazy to see.
So here's
They're
the
not
stage
confident
lane.
to take off the start of the lane because the leader being controlled, they're not going to be able to get down the gas fast enough and fall instantly.
So stage 1, obviously 29 laps. Obviously the pace lap was one of those laps. Stage 2 is 27 laps. So that'll be a more intriguing stage with fuel strategy. Stage 3, you have to pit twice. There's no excuse about it. 32 laps. And I think from what we saw in the duels, when there was 20 cars in each duel, the pit entry was a problem. Now you have over 30 people. There's going to be a lot more accidents in pit entry.
I will say the contrary to that is that number one, it's a different car. These cars are better on the braking. Remember, they weren't used to 20 cars, so they were sliding onto brakes. So we could say that could affect us and have cleaner pit stops tonight, but also at the same time, it's a bunch of cars, and if there's a whole group, I'm starting to hear from rumors that there's going to be some people calling pits with different names and stuff, like just not I'm going to pit road. They're going to be calling it a different name, and since you don't actually have to get below the apron or signal it, I mean, we could see random cars randomly, like a joint of teams, I guess, coming down together, I guess.
I wonder if people are going to under pit going down
undercut
pit road, and no, I mean like
go down the wall,
trying to get it down, but off of the 20s where you were like have to brake a lot sooner. People are gonna brake around the same time and go. Really
I don't think they
entering
going off choose. Just it's gonna be a single fire restart. It's a single fire restart here. Sure? I'm not even joking to you guys. Yes, they're going green. Yes, they're going green.
See,
no way they go.
That was green.
That is.
Wow,
yep, it's green. Insoluble.
The first or the second restart.
Dude, that's an iconic moment.
Led by Insoluble, 20 car.
Impact of Impact. Impact Fast Racer, that 42. Impact, you gotta get F's bumper. Remember, there is a rule tonight. If you push someone in the leader, you get at least one warning, and if you continue to do it, you will have to drop back to the rear. Just for anybody. So Impact goes to the top lane. He has the help of Fast Racer in that 42 machine. And the 47, look at him flying up here. With the 17 of Rocky Top and Nick, who we saw have an issue on pit road. He's looking to rebound and improve himself tonight. I know he had a bit of an issue of entering pit road. He hopes to recover. We see Mets fan back here in the 22, the 5 car of Irish. One of the contenders who's dropping back, probably saving fuel if I had to guess.
Alright, as we hit, I believe, lap 7 of 29, I'm going to do a slow scroll through our current field for those that may be looking at who they want to win this race. You have until the end of stage 1 to solidify your pick. So if you see any names coming by, make sure to glance at it as soon as you can.
Oh, 4 car got loose on the bottom. Yeah, he got loose. That's gonna cost him a bunch of time. I will say there's a front pack and there's a back pack right together, and the backpack is probably saving fuel. This front pack is not. Dusty Stud, the 16 as well up here. You know what we could do tonight? I'm thinking, I'll send it in our comments, but I'm thinking we could do one of those tonight.
Man, big check up 98, that nearly put the 44 around.
See, with that second pack, one thing I learned with the NXT race that I did manage to make, if someone mid-pack does not get a good restart, you are stacking up that entire pack. So that they may be saving fuel. It also could have been someone in that line just didn't get a good restart and slowed that entire line down.
Exactly. Okay, well, I put my idea in broadcaster chat. That's something that I've done in the past, and it actually works pretty well. I feel like tonight we could do that if you guys want to. Just let me know your thoughts on that.
Okay,
Yeah, I think that's a good idea.
Yeah, we could do that. Not right now, of course, because we're in the mix of it, but the 42 of Dusty Stud, we could do it like halfway through stage 2 or 1. We could do it throughout the race. You know how they did in NASCAR. But yeah, your leader now,
That second pack's catching them.
T-Stone in the 47, yes. I told you they were fuel saving. T-Stone in the 8 car are moving through the field. Look at T-Stone now to the lead as the 14 Insolable starting to fall back. But remember, the outside lane's going to gather momentum. They're going to fly over here. T-Stone's got a huge gap on the 8 cars. Insolable, they're flying on the top lane. Look at Insolable and Impact go with the 77 of Fast Racer. In the 16, we're going to get the numbers. 16 is Proxy. He is one of the contenders this season. I still think he's got great speed. He won in NXT last night, so, you know, he's coming back. He has momentum here. He could potentially win tonight as well as he gets a little loose there with Dusty Stud pushing him. The 7 car, who's in the 7 tonight?
7
Muncher.
B13. B13
B13.
is the driver of the 7s.
Yes, he is the driver of the 7. That's good to hear. So my in-car camera is showing 8 laps of fuel left with 20 to go. So, based on that math, it's Spartan who's currently running 13th.
Slow scroll done. Back to the front of the field, being led by that 47 of T-Stone. On that
Yep,
bottom
exactly. Yep.
line. I got another.
I just want to note this out really
name
quick. You guys talked
Cindy.
about it briefly. For those that are leading that inside line, you do have a responsibility. If someone behind you does give you a shove, you could help your situation out by telling the guy behind you, hey, you can't keep shoving me like that. We're both going to get a penalty. That's one way that the leader of that inside line can potentially eliminate a mistake throughout this race.
One thing that we all need to take into consideration, yes, the bottom line has a distinct disadvantage because you're not able to push, but because of all the lifting, they're actually able to save a little bit more fuel than the guys in the top line. So yes, that top line is a heck of a lot faster, as we can see as right now, but they're also giving up their fuel mileage compared to anybody on that low line. So that low line has the potential of stretching it a lap, maybe 2, over that top line.
I will also say that top lane is very connected right now, and that's one thing that is going to be fun to watch.
Yeah,
They're very
look at the
connected.
gap down to Proxy and Iron Man, 16 to the 8. He's
the only really
backing off.
Yeah, okay, yeah, I'm starting to watch it now, the 16. I will say, Max Snipes in the 66, he's someone to watch. Now, we're going to start seeing some of these cars bunch up or gain some momentum here because, number one, if you're in the backpack and you were saving fuel, now it's your time to go a little bit. You saved your fuel, now it's time to push up, get into this lead pack before they start to come down to pit road. That's the key. Also, there's also a hint of, I don't know what it's called, anxiety if you're on the top lane, especially coming down to pit road. We saw it last week. Yes, there's pressure. We saw Nick. He had a bit of an issue last week. He came down to pit road, and that cost him Squid in the 38. He's making a run on the inside of Silent King in that one machine. Oh, a bunch of stack-ups right here. Serving Cone, 62 of Mass. That's not Master Killer.
Check
Apologies.
out the diversity of packs that we got running up here. You see, look at the cars at the top lane right now. You see they're all lined up by the line, organized and everything. Up in the Squid, making a late move down the middle here. Then you look down to the inside. You got 3 cars separated in the pack of about 7. Look in the tail of the field. All of the Toyotas have pulled themselves to the rear of the field.
That is an interesting strat.
Toyota, including Didi, the 19,
including
the 45, Marcy Rowdy. They're
Savage.
all connected back here with that 62.
Of Proto. We didn't see in the duels.
All the way in the tail. So they're.
Oh, car on the wall in the first group.
Oh, I see it.
That was the 48.
48 and 38 contact.
20 in the wall as well. That's going to slow the outside line down.
Oh, that's stacking them up back there. Yeah, so Impact got into the wall, and now the 3 car takes the lead for the first time tonight.
Oh, not bad.
That
So
is
the 48.
that is Spartan. No, that's not. No, my bad. That's not the 48. The Spartan takes over the lead when
Was
it's
it
Solid right
48?
behind him.
In the 48.
That's Line Cone is in the 48. Yes.
Line cone. Okay.
And
Yep.
prior to that stack up, it just goes to show you if that top line gets organized, they definitely have the advantage of the speed and the momentum, because that bottom line, although they had more in line, they weren't able to really pull even with that top line until that top line got disoriented.
Stacked up.
Stacked up.
Yes, that's the word. Now, okay, so I'm thinking right now, how many laps to pit stops presumably?
According to
Potentially.
DD King's view, we have 4 laps of fuel. Everyone
then
should
we
be
look-
around that mark.
Looking at
Okay.
Didi's fuel is a little bit different as he is an own saver. I'm looking up at the leader's in-car cam. He's sitting at 2 laps to go.
Yeah, I would
So
definitely
leaders-
expect pit stops. with
Here they
And
come!
first two
this lap.
takers, the 14 who led majority
42
of
down.
this stage, with a few others in the tail of the field. It
Dusty
does look like they
Stud,
get in
Nick,
77,
And
fast,
Fast Racer. Yep. So that's a small pack, but that's the risk that you take of not fuel saving very early on. You came together and now you guys are stuck out alone. But again, we're gonna have a group here as well. This is gonna be a larger group this time. Remember, these guys have been fuel saving a little bit, but the back rear, these Toyotas are gonna come as late as they can. You see Georgia Dog now currently running 3rd right behind the 47.
Check our leaders to go in this time,
Decent.
especially the 3-car.
But
Who's
also-
Find one of those first 3 cars
Spartan.
to go down pit road. I would
Yep.
tell everyone that's pitting with you, try and find your own line. Stay in it when you enter in. Here they go, 31
First 3
in,
down.
Here they come.
all in.
Majority of the field down.
Everyone is in, basically. They get down.
one
Oh,
car
31!
But he makes it in.
Woo.
Georgia Dog
Did
saves
they
it off the
speed?
contact with the 1 car.
Nope,
That
accident.
was Silent Kings tagged the back of Georgia Dog. It looked like Georgia Dog made it back down to speed, but there's
Okay.
gotta be some damage to the 1 car.
Now you still got a decent amount of cars stayed out. Rocky Top, the 16 of Proxy, and the 8 car. Now, how long do these guys stay out? That's the question that we have here. When did they come down pit road? They're gonna presumably come down in 2 laps because DD's good on fuel right here.
Well, one thing you also got to take into consideration, we got this pack that stayed out. We had the few cars that pitted the lap
Together.
prior.
First.
Those
Here they come down
cars-
pit road.
And second group
Here
in
they
this
all
time.
come.
DD
The
stays
pack.
out. DD stays out by himself as well as the fifth.
Oh, Proxy on the sped.
Everybody makes it in clean. Look at the spacing we gave each other.
Yeah, Proxy honestly locked it up his brakes. Remember, DD did this in the duels. But here's the difference. These cars are more dependent on draft, in my opinion, than the 2020s. And that's going to be a question. Can he get up the speed quick enough to actually get in that pack? He did that in the duels. We'll see how it works out here.
with the pack
Use
that
your
pitted,
leader.
with the pack that pitted sooner. Granted, they're a smaller pack, but they're easier to organize in a smaller pack. You got that main
Yep.
pack that pitted a lap or 2 prior. They're going to be spaced out because of the way the braking and whatnot marks
Speaking
are.
of that, there's 3 cars from that second group of hitters being led by
Here
Spartan.
comes DD and
And-
Sean for life.
They took 2 tires, so they separated from the ones they pitted with, and now they're catching some others. I think that's the third group there they are catching.
I will say, if you pitted early, you
Yeah,
probably
that's the
took 4
third group
tires.
there.
See,
23 who pit later leapfrogs the 3 who pit second.
We also see Nilla in the field and Soluble. They're 3 wide up here. They're getting dicey. Impact in the middle with Savage. The 43 as well. The 16 of Proxy. They're getting dicey up here. Is DD and Sean for life already out of pit road?
that's
No,
not
DD
really.
and
There
Sean
is
are out
another
of pit
group
that's
road.
the
ahead of
second
these
group.
guys.
Oh yeah, that's
There
the
is
second
another
group.
group ahead of them, led by the 7.
Iron Man.
Currently
And-
led by the 7. You see Didi and whoever the 50 is.
Sean
they
for
leave
life.
Didi and Sean, they leave. They will go to the tail of that second group of cars.
All right. So what I'm when do I want to do it? Not right now. Not right now. But yeah, that second pack is gonna hunt him down. Once they get single file here, I think we go into that mode if you want to do it. I think once they get single file up here, because that second pack is gonna be coming.
By the way, when they get to the line, everybody, if you haven't made your picks yet, we have 10 to go in this first stage. You're running out of time to make your picks.
We got a good few picks in. I can probably count them. We got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 picks in so far. So if you're still in here, get those in the next 9 laps.
Yes, exactly. We're also gonna do. I think we can do that. You want to do it right now? We can do a crank it up over here. Yeah, let's do a crank it up over here. We're gonna be quiet for about 2 laps, I guess. I don't know.
All right, I can even adjust game volume, so we'll be back in just a few laps here. To bring that audio back to where it was.
Yep. Hopefully, you guys
we're
enjoyed that.
Rolling up to 7 laps to go in stage number 1. Oh wow, you completely took off audio for stream, but yeah, coming up to 7 laps to go now. The second group of cars has slowly started to catch the front group, still being led by the 7 of, I forgot who that was.
That is. Should be.
Oh, there they go, moving down.
They did move down.
B13, he's current lead. That was Iron Man that tried to make the move. He was able to block it. I believe that's Max Snipe in 3rd in that 66 car with one of the cones in the 23 out by himself.
That should be serving in the 23 machine.
Serving. Ooh, 66 has to pit.
Oh, 66 to pit road?
He was the first ones to pit off of that cycle. He just did not stay with the guys from before.
Nilla is a little laggy. We see Nilla dropping back. He's dropping out. Now that second pack is there.
Oh,
that second pack is there.
Line. Very long line.
Long line. That's about 25 cars or 10 to 15.
The issue with that now, the reason these guys drop to the bottom, this group of cars that is catching, they are going to lose all momentum by the time they get up next to these guys with the amount of cars they have to pass.
Yes. And that's the issue. Do every single car go with them? Some cars are going to stay on the bottom lane, and that's the question. How many cars go to the top to make this pass?
Nobody
with 2020.
They linked up.
Yeah, exactly.
They were not able to get any type of run going right there.
To be honest with you, as a driver, if I were leading that second pack, as soon as I started catching the draft off that lead pack and started getting that run, I would have jumped to the high side. Just for the simple fact is the guy behind me can continue to push me and you'd gain a lot of positions on that lead pack that dropped to the bottom.
Okay. So, yes, I agree with that, but at the same time, these cars die out really quickly. They're not like 2020 where you build the momentum and you keep that speed up. They really die out quickly,
Ooh,
and that's
shuffle
the
of
thing.
cars around here.
Ooh.
5 and 47.
Now we
They
see
get
Didi.
going. A few cars trying to move,
Didi's-
but nothing working.
DD to the outside, and I will say Spartan, who's currently in 4th, is fuel saving. He has to. They're not good on fuel yet. They're about half a lap short, but oh, here they come down to pit road. A lot of comers and goers.
Some from the
Oh,
second
someone
group having to
missed.
pit.
Woo!
It looked
Seven
like
car almost
Iron
missed
Man
pit road.
or B13 might have had a pit road issue. I'm not sure about
Yeah.
anybody else back there.
But now it's coming down to these last few. Is Insolable good on fuel? Is the 23 good on fuel?
Insolable was one of the first few to pit. He was on the first cycle, so he can't
Yes.
make it on fuel. He has to
But
pit.
you know he's gonna try. You know he's gonna try it. And they have the outside lane forming up. Look in the outside lane. The 48, the 16. They're gaining momentum because they aren't fuel saving. And Solible's holding up that bottom lane. Look how much he's holding up that bottom lane right now. Here comes the 43. Here comes this. I think that's the 4 car as well. Outside line being formed. Here comes the 23 to the outside. Oh, they're going to the way outside. 23 gets left in the dust on the middle lane.
Serving has
16
not
a
been able
proxy
to
to
have
the lead.
somebody work with him since he's been up in that front pack. I see him run by himself the entire time, and no one stays with him.
Yeah, that's concerning, but at the same time, remember, there's not really any Toyotas up here, so that's probably why he's kind of getting abandoned. Charlo's lost his draft, and
All right, we'll see how many laps we have left in this stage once my in-car
oh,
hits it.
Proxy hits the apron. 2 to go. All right, so we're coming to white flag. Then we're coming to.
They're coming to 2. We are coming to 2.
Yeah, thank you. Sorry.
That means we
All right.
have a little bit over 1 minute left to get your final picks in. I see one person put in a driver, but no donation location, so
Yes.
that will be useless.
Make sure to
You
put that
need
in.
to put a Cash App, Venmo, or say Xbox card, and you can try to get that 25 if your driver wins. So far, we've only had about 5 or 6 entries. Running out of time.
Yes, exactly. And there's 33 drivers in the field. I know it can be hard, but you got to pick now, boys. Get your picks in. We're coming to white flag for stage number 1 here.
Currently being led by Proxy in that 16 behind
Line Cone.
Cone. They are catching the
And
31
Irish.
to go a lap down.
Who's in the 99? Dingleberry. He's. Oh, sorry, my bad. Dingleberry. I just call him Ding. White flag for stage number 1. Proxy, your leader, with Line and Irish right behind him. Remember, teammates behind the 16. They are not. They can work together here as the 99 is backing it up. Look for a run behind him. Wait, I think that's Sean, right? Oh, push from the 48. Got blocked there. Uh-oh. Just stack on the field behind
I called
him.
it, and Salvo was not going to be able to make it to the end of that stage. He pit a little bit too
But
early.
here's the thing, though. He prevented himself from getting lapped.
He does.
That was
He
probably
does
his goal.
stay on the lead
Here comes
lap.
48 on the top lane.
Does not
He's gonna try to
stay
get
up, though.
there. Outside lane. Watch the outside lane. They got a good run here. 31.
Goes up the
16
block.
blocks. Oh, Didi. 3 wide for stage number 1.
31, no help.
31's gonna get it.
Side
Jordan
track
Dog
lead.
wins stage number 1. Jordan Dog wins stage number 1.
Hold on. The 31 there was a lap down.
Oh.
The 16
What?
held out
What?
to get the stage.
Man.
I
Hey, he
did
got his
call
lap
that
back.
he was catching a lap car there, so don't give
I
it to
didn't
Jordan
realize
Dog
it was
just
him.
yet. He did stay in the lead lap though.
Sorry, my bad, guys. It was Proxy. Hey, remember he. Wait, he did! Mets! Go! Hell yeah, brother! Nah, but Jordan Dog, remember, he won last year at Dega. He is not to be underestimated. Now he's kept himself on the lead lap here. He could potentially upset us. Imagine he goes flat from
with that, that has solidified our end of the race picks.
Yes.
I believe we got a total of 8 in.
I mean, that's a decent amount of picks. There's a lot of drivers in the field. Proxy and Didi on the bottom with the 23 as well and the 17 of Rocky Top. I'm only going to name a few of these drivers because I know a few of them. It's just going to be difficult to name all of them. Line Cone, the 99.
Line
Dingleberry.
Cone should be the 48. 99 is Ding.
Yes.
Yep.
Ding, yes. Fuel Saver. Yeah, and
I know a
I'll tell you
lot of cars out in this field, they refuse to fuel save, even if it
Yes.
means riding in third or fourth place or 5 rows back. They will
I'll
still
tell you
leave
someone who
full
does it.
throttle,
Oh, they're
and
3 wide.
don't care.
3 wide already. Insoluble.
Yeah, see that 14. They are 4
They're getting dicey
wide
back
coming
here.
up to the line right here with plenty of room left to go 5 wide. They're now still 3. They have
With the
now
18
connected
of
with that
Savage.
top lane double filed out.
Savage is aggressive on Super C-Base. If you want to see aggressive 3 wide action, he's the one to watch, but we've been seeing him quietly sitting in the
Didi
back,
pulls
fuel
out.
saving. Oh, Nick. Oh, they're 4 wide here.
They
What's
are,
going on?
and
I know-
Didi pulled out a line, but jumps out in front of the 4 car, and Nick and Dusty. Not sure if he
Oh,
got
there's
damage
still
there,
3
but
wide
look at
here.
the dicey moves up there, 3x3 in front of those guys.
Yeah, we see the 38 of, I think that is Squid. So Squid in the field as well. GS
And
racing in the
Line
24.
right now leading the race from the middle lane as multiple lanes behind them are being formed. Ding staying with the 48. Now they've split him. They split the 48. He does get back down.
He's
to the
gonna,
bottom.
remember, he's teammates with Irish. So Irish is probably gonna let him
Irish
in.
did let him back in.
Yes.
Oh my God! It's a 22.
Mets! Guys, don't curse him. Do not talk about him. He will. Don't jinx it. Mets.
showing
Oh, 99. No,
He
Mets.
almost followed
Yes,
him.
you got back
He
in
almost
line.
followed him.
Woo.
Mets fan, second in line, top lane. Now third in line.
He's got
38.
Sean for
Nice.
life.
Bottom.
Look at him go.
Remember, Sean for life is a good line. He can hold his line pretty well, and he's easy to push. That's why Mets is having such a good job
Look
over
at the
here.
cars in this top lane. You got Sean,
Insoluble.
you got Mets fan, Insolvable,
Solable, Spartan,
Mac,
Mac.
Dog.
Yeah.
Crazy
got-
Speedway guys running this top lane right now.
We also got the 38 as well, Squid. We know he won a duel last season. He's also solid at Super Speedways. I'll tell you that bottom lane. We look at third in
check
line on the
4
bottom
wide out
lane.
back.
Oh God.
They're moving
Oh.
around and everything.
Oh
too.
yeah, they are. They are, bro.
I think
But
that was
we'll
the 77
say-
of Fast Racer moving through the field, splitting all them.
I want to. Okay. I'm thinking again. We did it earlier. I don't want to do it right now. No. We'll do that after everyone pits and we see if there's another group. I feel like the action's way too good right now. Oh, here goes
he
Mets!
moves.
Oh no! Mets got to get back in line. He's not going to get into it.
41 left to hold, but
41
does
Goodrich,
not
no!
take it. And Mets fan will fall to the rear.
No! Mets! I had my underdog pick. No, does Savage let him in? He does! Wait, no, Mets! He didn't take it!
He doesn't. He does. If he's falling back like that, he won't take it. He will go to the rear and settle in where he can.
Oh man.
If he doesn't hit anybody back there, that was close. Oh! Huge block by the
48 blocked the 50 to the wall!
Push him in the wall.
Oh.
There's the 12 into the apron. This
4 wide
48
here.
is not gonna have any friends towards the end of this stage.
The only one who's gonna be willing to help him is probably his Hendrick teammates. And even
That
then,
Hendrick teammate just left the 41 out. But keep
here
an
comes
eye
the
on
50
this
car of
12
Sean for
does.
life.
Look how far back he's pulled after that huge block and sitting on the apron. He is
Dude,
not going to push
Prime.
that 48.
Guys, Du Prime is an NXT driver. He qualified
is
his way
Du.
into the race. Yes, that is Du Prime. Shout out to him. He's currently running on the inside second row. So he's having a great run for himself. Remember, he's not full-time Premier, so this is impressive by him. We got to give our shout-outs to NXT guys racing. Dream, I don't know if he's in the field.
He's
I
not.
don't
I don't
see
see
him
it
on the driver
34.
list. So Dream did not make the field, and Tyreek. Shout out to those guys though; they did qualify for the race, especially Tyreek who got pole. Sadly, they did not show up tonight due to unforeseen sports circumstances or whatnot. But still, I can't say it. Dude,
Don't worry,
hard
I was having a stroke too.
Yeah, I can't say certain words like my accent or whatnot. I can't say like certain words. Circumstances, like that just comes out the tongue wrong, you know.
So it looks like Sean and Insolvable have moved up in front of this 48. I guess I was not paying attention when that happened. Might have been scrolling.
I know, right?
But they now control the race in front of that 48.
3-car leads the top lane now as well. I'll tell you someone who, there are 7 laps on DD.
I was about to say, look who's pushing that 3-car. Spartan has a trailer.
Max Snipes.
Those two working together are amazing. Back in, I believe it's season 8, Spartan pushed that 66, not in the 66 at the time, but Max Knight to a win. And we all thought he was going to be in the playoffs, but he's not a full-time driver. So he actually gave up that win and pushed his teammate that was not able to benefit from it to that win. And those two worked very well together since that.
I'll tell you also who's pushing them, and we saw him fight for his lead lap. The
Georgia
last stage break.
Who fought to get stay on, and he's up.
Yes, I told you earlier, but there's only 4 of them on that top lane. Everyone, Sean missed it. He missed it.
He has room to go down. He's not taking it.
He's not gonna be able to get it. Oh, no, he can't get it.
And he will.
The top. Oh, here they go. To the bottom they go. To the bottom, everyone goes.
Sean let off the gas a little bit to fall back sooner, to not delay that inevitable. Wow.
Inevitable?
Yo,
you have my speech impediment now. You have my speech impediment. You're welcome.
And first fuel tank.
Oh, here they come! Oh, they might have sped! 66 missed!
Seeds, I think the 3 as well. Somebody else on the low lane missed it. So
I know the 66 missed it.
Could have swore somebody else went a little bit too fast in there as well, but I was like watching a bunch of cars at the same time. So we'll see how that plays out.
On pit road. I'll keep a camera on pit road for you guys real quick to get an update on that.
All right. Still being led by Insolvable here, Lined Cone still second, Do Prime third. Rocky Top has moved his way back into 4th with 47 on him.
44. And Max Snipes have sped on pit road.
3 speeders that time. Let's see how many take this time. None of the leaders.
No one. Now, I will say,
nobody.
My point of view, who has been fuel saving all stage long, has 5 laps of fuel left.
Oh,
so they're pushing it. Yeah, no, they are saving. Massively saving. Trying to make this a one-stopper. Remember, you get around 12 to 13 laps of fuel. If you can fuel save, you're going to want to. This is either one...
Someone who didn't do it as well last stage, currently leading again. This is what happened to
he doesn't want to
in
lead.
That situation.
Again, he could be using his clutch. Yeah, I wouldn't want to be the leader, but Insolable knows how to fuel save, and that's one thing that's tricky. He made it to white flag last time by while fuel saving, so that's one thing that we can note.
That is smart, though.
Yes. I don't think they're not gonna come.
One taker.
No one's gonna come
Squid?
right now. One taker. Is that Squid? That is Squid, I'm pretty sure. 38 down pit road.
Oh, is it? Oh, Cowboy's by himself.
Yeah, he's on controller tonight. Remember that. So he can't really fuel save like he. I don't know if he fuel saves in general, but can't really fuel save, do any of that sort. So he's on controller. I will say though, you can fuel save on. Oh.
He jumps out of line.
I think that might be strategic. That's strategic.
He's now starting to fuel save. I don't think he's out yet, but still has a few laps to work with. I think he just needs about a half a lap to get that fuel.
I think he's trying to be strategic here. He's trying to drop back to fuel save.
Check out the cars this time. The field spreading out back there. Wow, that front pack hit very early.
They really did, and they're going to be pitting with about 5 to 6 to go.
Look in front of the leader. That's the group of cars that pit.
Are they stacked up? They're not together, aren't they?
They're kind of spread out, but closest car is only 1 turn away from the leader.
Now, I will say, this really, I mean, to be honest with you, their strat, I don't know. I don't think it's going to work out for them, but at the same time, they're doing 2 pit stops no matter what for them. They can pit again, they'll be good on fuel when they come down pit road the next time. Whereas these guys are going to be risking it trying to make it on fuel here. That's the only real difference between their pit stop strategies here. Here they come!
Only a few cars.
Nick in here.
Make it. The
Oh,
next
24.
The next 2 make it.
GS Racing. I will say these
second group.
Yes, that was our second group down pit road. I think they got all in there cleanly. I think it was RCR that pitted early there.
45? Or is he?
Yeah,
I think he's in the tail of this main pack.
I think he's in the tail of this. RCR in general. They pitted very early, 3 to 31,
RCR.
all the 16. RCR, yeah. Not RCR
Oh,
Rowdy.
see, I was thinking Rowdy.
No, I would not know. I'm not always talking about Rowdy, damn it.
41 down in the apron.
Here they come.
41's out of gas.
Lots of them. Oh!
Toyotas!
Oh, 43!
The
Oh, they keep
Toyotas
it straight.
stay out. Savage does not follow, but Sterlo and Serving do.
Remember, Savage is on controller. Unlike these Sterlo Serving, they're all
That
going to
doesn't matter if
stretch
you're
it.
controller or not. You can save 5 laps of fuel on a super speedway regardless of who you are.
Gotcha.
Oh, the 20 car
yeah.
also stayed out, but he's a little bit off pace from these front 3. Yeah, all but like 1 Toyota stayed out here.
Yep, exactly. Oh, Jennings. Damn.
Yeah,
I want to talk with him.
he was.
Here they come. Down pit road. Did he hard on the brakes?
Ooh, that was
They get in there
quick.
cleanly.
It looks like they got it. I'm not sure if he's driving, but
All right, so I'm going to be watching Nick, Spartan. They came down early. Remember that. Now they're coming out with these guys who just pitted.
Yeah, I'm trying to find who's the lead of this pack. It looks like whoever's in front of the 99.
There's 2 packs, and the 5 car, the 16,
Sean.
the 38, and the 3 car are flying on the top lane right here. They got formed up.
Yeah, I see
Fast
them back
Racer.
there.
Is Fast Racer on the lead lap here?
But should be. Ooh. All
He
right.
did 4
and
tires, to be fair.
Here they go. 14 will pass the 11, past the 19, catching the 23. Insolvable will control
Now here
the
comes
race.
the second pack. Here comes the second pack here. Up on the cars that are coming out of pit road now. I got to get up to that lead pack. Sean for life. Ooh, had to break it a little bit.
All right,
But that
Insolvable-
helps serving code.
Insolvable will
Serving-
take over lead of the race. We have Nick in second, Romeo in third, Sean fourth, Insolvable will fall to fuel save. Then you have 23 and 99. Oh, I see it.
Oh, it's crazy back here. All types of racing. 77 to faster to get split 3 wide. Mets is also in the tail of this pack. Oh, they're switching. All right, they're going back up. Why are they not pushing on the bottom? Come on, guys. You guys can push. So Nick is your leader in that 4 machine.
Car is still in this main pack saving. So even they can't make it, as we saw the 14 backed out
Hey,
tremendously. So
Camo,
even he can't
what
make
did Viking choose? Who did Viking choose?
it. Sterlo. Oh
Viking,
yeah, I did.
thank you.
Oh yeah, I added something.
Yeah,
Sterlo.
yeah, bro.
I usually copy the message, but I didn't want to copy that message because it wasn't full.
Oh. 24 up to the high lane of GS Racing. He's going to split the 31 into the middle lane of Georgia Dog. I mean, if you're Sean, They should, but at the same time, they're majorly full saving. Outside lane is going to get the momentum here as Proxy gets out of line. Falls onto the bottom. Oh, Sean goes up to the top, blocks Irish. Yes, he does. Oh, Sean blocks him massively. Oh, 50 leaves him out of line.
He almost
Irish
kept the momentum and was able to lead that line, but they shook
I
him
know.
off.
Yeah, they shook him off like a little rat. No, that's not the word I should use.
Eh.
That sounded weird. It works, yeah, exactly.
But now, as the 5 flies by the 14 and 4, I do not believe this front 5 can make it on a fuel. Then you look back at the Toyotas, who went that 1 extra. I believe they are good all for that 1 stop.
I think the only people really good on fuel are the people not leading the group, and I would call SHR not good on fuel because they could have been 14 to go. I would just...
Huge gap.
Exactly. They're not close right now, but they're the closest compared to everyone else. Who
Rowdy's having
you
a
said it.
struggle of a race so far. He's not able to stay in the lead pack in most stages. Saw him in the tail of the
I'll tell you
field.
someone who's also...
Bad Omens out of the race.
Yeah, Bad Omens out of the race. I'll tell you someone who's also having a struggle of a race a little bit is the 19 of Sterlo. He's going to be on this right into this pit strategy, but he's also been running around mid-pack. But he also did say pre-race that his team is going to stay near the back during the stages. And at the front, they're going to go for the W. So, again, it might be a strategy. You don't want to get involved in huge wrecks. You want to have a calm race, etc. It will cost you some stage points, but overall, it should help you. Do Prime is pitting this time by, from what I saw. They're going under the apron. Is that a signal to pit?
Yeah, usually is.
So we might see Do Prime coming to pit road this time by. He's currently sitting in... Oh, here comes everybody. A lot of them.
Bunch of leaders go in there.
Oh, 16 into the wall.
Oh no.
Proxy.
I think the 14 sped. I think I was switching when it happened, so I'm not sure if someone was able to make it in.
Can I get an update on Viking again?
He
Did he
picked
pick it?
up.
Okay, thank you. Okay.
Who is the lead of this pack now?
It is
48.
surprising. Line Cone and Nick H are leading this pack.
So Nick has been able to stay up there with some of these guys. He pitted a little bit later than most, but not more than those Toyotas.
He
One of them
pitted
sitting
with
right there, that
Insoluble.
22.
He pitted with Insoluble, and that's going to be a question. How long can he go? He led a few laps in this pack. I'll tell you a pack that is catching up to them is that Toyota group. They are starting to hunt them down. The 62 of Proto, also in this pack. The 47 as well. They're starting to hunt down this front pack, and they are there.
Right now, the one sitting the most comfortable is that 23 of Serving. He sits third. Potentially best on fuel right now.
Yeah, of the leaders, yes. But of overall, no. I think the Toyotas think around 11th and 12th, Sterlo and Didi are probably the best on fuel, saving-wise. But I also think that Sean for Life, he's good at fuel saving. And I think he could make it as well. Especially how their pace is reduced over here.
When the leaders go in, we will see how many we have to go here at the line.
Six to
We
go.
are at
They're good on
6 to
fuel.
go. Sean is showing 6 currently, but I believe he switches somewhere down the backstretch, so still a little bit of saving to go.
Didi
for the
is
50.
good on fuel, but he's going to have to be iffy on the throttle. He's still got to save a little bit, about half a lap, but he's technically...
With 6
he's
laps,
changing
you can easily
after the
save
line.
enough, so they're going to go all the way
Yes.
till they can, and then power down the last 2.
I already think Nick and the 48 of Line are... They're pushing. I just saw that. They're pushing. They push for a second. Nick
Four
comes
car
up pit
going
road.
in. Only
42
him
coming
and the
down.
42.
Here comes another one in the rear. Oh, 42 may have sped. That's the 51 as well. 5 to go. No more cautions. I'll tell you someone who's hanging on to this lead pack. Look at the rear of that.
I see it. He's gonna
yes,
get
you
another
do.
stage point.
Yes, sir. Come on,
He's
Mets.
just gotta pass.
Come on, brother. Remember, Mets is a fuel-saving god, guys, so he's guaranteed a top 10 here.
Actually, feel safe.
I know. I'm joking. Fast racer. Remember, he won his duel. Oh, they're getting dicey back here, by the way, with Irish and them, as they pitted early.
Mets goes in.
No! Bo.
Couldn't make
a
it.
few, I guess. Yep. But I will say, 23 of serving. Yeah, don't push him, buddy. Yeah, I'm watching you now, boys. Rocky Top, that front pack. Are they good on fuel here? Sean for life has a great chance of winning this stage.
I know Sean is a little bit behind.
Short?
A little bit
But look at the
behind.
gap. Look at the gap, though. This gap
Yeah.
is massive. And that's the thing. Can they catch up in that amount of time? I know he'll be alone eventually because I think these front four are not good on fuel at all, in my opinion.
I think they're coming to 3 to go.
Here comes Lined. Here comes
from the front
Dust.
field
Here comes
in.
Dew.
Nick and Dew go in. A few in the backfield as well.
They are
stayed out.
The question is, do they have enough time to make up the gap? It's 2.5 seconds. Sean for life is the best on fuel. We don't know. The 23 you said like earlier, he came down with the Toyotas and now he's with Rocky Top, who we think is good on fuel. Now, will they come down this time? We don't know. But I think it's between these three for the stage. I just don't think the backpack will catch them unless they're out of fuel. And Didi and Sturl are leading the pack right here. Yeah, they're not coming down pit road.
3 to go. Sean is sitting at 3. Coming through the
And
trial.
we're coming to 2 to go.
Is it 2 to go?
Should be good. Yeah, 2 to go now when he crosses the line.
Oh, okay, it is 2. Oh, then Sean's good.
Sean is
saving.
good on fuel. We don't
Still
know.
saving. He's good. I think he's playing
He's been up
patient
runs.
because
He's been up runs.
if those two are going to stay on each other, he's got to wait back and pull himself past 2 cars with
Now,
these Aerl
a
heavy
lap
cars.
car
Very hard to do.
could be Nick could help Sean here. That's the question that we have. Can Nick help out? You know he wants to stay on the lap, so he has a right to block them technically. But the momentum from them hopefully doesn't block. Nick, don't make a stupid mistake. Let him go by or block them. That works. I mean, he wants to.
Sean's going by.
Here comes Sean! Here comes Sean! He doesn't have help though.
Wait, the leader
White-
can push the lap car.
He can. Yes,
The
he
leader
can.
push the lap car and stay on
White
him.
flag for stage number 2. This is stage number 2. Oh, he's pulling away.
Oh my god! What a loophole!
Wait, here we go. Come on, hold on. Here comes the 99. Here comes the 50. Sean. 50. Here comes Sean to the lead. Sermicone has the help of the 4 car. Sean has to back it up.
I had to give the field a seizure to catch the field. I'm pretty sure that I just saw the
Does-
18 wreck scrolling through, but I'm not fully sure what I just saw.
Oh, hold on. Can Survey make it? He's running out.
He's out!
Survey's out.
Goes by!
Sean is gonna win stage number 2 right behind Nick H.
Keeps him on the lead lap, almost.
No, does he? Does he?
Kept him on the
Oh,
lead
he
lap,
does.
So Sean will take over stage 2.
So Sean, like we said earlier, you were wondering why he backed up and was still saving. That's why. Camo, that was smart by him.
Going to prepare to pass 2 cars on his own. I did not expect both of them to run out. But look at Didi and Sterlo, 2nd and 3rd.
Yeah,
3
what a great
Toyotas in the
finish.
top 5. I believe, yeah, Serving did hold on for 4th. Solvable does come back to get some points. All right, so we are going to set up for the 32 lap stage. A two-stopper this time. We have not had any cautions so far other than the lap 1 incident. We'll see how we get through the rest of this race. Wow, that's so far deep in the field to scroll through. Sean and Didi the lead. The top lane prevails. Yeah, Didi has the 50 cleared. The 19's able to push him on the bottom, but they're not going anywhere. They got Romeo and Insolvable in this top lane with 2 Prime about to connect. I'm still very impressed with. Oh, I was just about to compliment him. That had to be. I think he got in the wall. I was about to say that could have been a lag, but I was just about to say I'm so proud of that 14 and of Insolvable has really picked up his super speedway game after last season to now.
Amen. That man on his wheel can hold his line, Camo. I mean, it's the truth. People trust him, man. We saw that during the duels, especially.
I specifically remember several words to him that they never want to work with him in Super Speedway. And now he's like the one to work with right now.
I'll tell you something, though. Like I said earlier, those Toyotas, look at them now.
Yes.
We saw them early in the run. Yeah, they're out the front. I told you earlier, they're going to hold back until stage number 3. Even Savage is now on the top lane.
Although falling, he will fall some more places back there as they split him 3 wide. Bit of a separation between the front 2 packs.
Exactly, and yeah, and I'll tell you something. 24 of GS Racing and Irish. 2 teammates. GS Racing, we've seen them.
Check backfield.
Oh, someone got loose.
Nick.
Ooh.
Dilla goes around into the wall. The 31 slowed. I am not sure if that would be called.
Yeah, that probably. If he hits someone, I think that will be called. But we'll see how that's called
we're
right
up
here.
into the wall, and the 10 car went around from it. Ooh, 16.
Oh, 16 into the wall. 8 car involved.
Close. We'll see if this is caution.
Caution. No caution.
And no caution.
All right. So they're
No
going to
caution.
keep it green
Still
here.
going.
Didi on the top lane. Show 19 into the wall. Sterlo going to lose a spot to Insolable. And possibly Do Prime here as Impact goes with Do.
He's able to hold back
Impact
on.
gets left out. Impact gets left out with Do.
22 comes in line.
20 and the 12 get left out. They're going to drop back to the rear. Hey, there's a lot of movement here. And it's fun to watch. It's fun to watch these driver strategies and stuff. Hoping it settles down here eventually because I want to do something here.
I'm looking at here. 99?
99? Dingleberry.
Looked like he was pushing.
Here they go 3 wide. They're starting to settle down here. Oh, 18 of Savage goes high. The inside lane's got the momentum here. Yeah.
So GS has moved up into 3rd with Irish behind him. Fast Racer still holds the top 5. Silent Kings 6th goes up out of line. Squid will feel that
Ooh,
one.
it's true to say that. Yeah, Silent King and Spartan make a move. But I'm going to say, Camo, do you want to do it again? Do we want to do another one?
Give it a second.
Let's see. I think they're starting to settle down here. They're going to start going single file a few
Not
laps.
sure when our pits will be happening.
I'll get that up for you real quick.
Oh,
I'll
51
update
down the apron.
Ooh. They got 7 laps of fuel left. Want to do it? It would be now.
Yeah, sure, we can do it. We will send to another crank it up. A few cars jumping around position in the tail of the field,
Yep.
but let me adjust the audio and we will head back to that for just a few laps as we get closer to our pit stops.
Oh my god.
Alright, and back on to us. We saw a
Yeah.
bunch of cars jumping around
Yes.
in the backfield, cycling
really-
positions. Everyone's really trying to save, get it going
Yes.
as long as they can.
Yeah, and that's what's cool about that. We can see like moves being happening, but at the same time, they would make moves, but it wouldn't work, so they would drop back to the rear. I mean, there's really no movement up front. They're
Yeah,
just
no
trying
one-
to stay in line.
Nobody wants to move right now. It's get down to your pit stops, obviously get to be the last one to make your pit stops, and then go from there. But just a single file line for everybody out here.
Yeah, exactly. A lot of single file racing. But also, it's gonna come down
Is
to who can fuel save the
Rowdy's
most.
out of the race. I didn't realize that.
Yeah, RC Rowdy. He did not like being called Crowdy, so he left the race.
Jesus.
Omens. We see in them 44. Georgia Dog has lost the draft because of the incident early on, if you remember. So his
Oh,
name,
yeah, from
unless there's a
him to
caution.
10.
Yep.
Oh,
Ooh. The one thing I will, yeah, no, he's out of the draft now. He's
Wow,
gonna lose
yeah.
the draft. It's gonna be costly.
he's gotta hope that pit stops begin to happen in this next lap, which I'm not sure if they will. Looking at in-car, about 2 on Sean.
I got 4 on Irish right here, who's currently sitting 4th.
So it's looking like that 14 will join on the first few who pit, and even then, I'm not sure if he will be able to catch them.
Exactly. It's gonna be, man. I feel bad for people who lose the draft, especially at Super Z-Ways. There's no way to control it. I mean,
Helpless feeling.
It is, it really is, and I've lost it a few times. It just sucks in general. You just really can't do much. I tell you, someone.
He's on the
Yep,
back
he goes
end.
to the outside.
Oh,
Here comes the
there he goes.
99!
Flat kick on the 24. I wonder if there's a
Irish is good on fuel.
5 knocked backwards.
Interesting. I'll tell you
Not
someone
sure
who's silently running inside the top 10. We haven't really talked about him all night. Is that 8 car of Ironman, last season's champion, coming into the season, now a winner and a champion himself. He's looking to get a win out of Super Speedway as well. He's currently running, I think that's 7th or 6th place right there. Right behind is going to be the 43.
Yep, 7.
Ooh. I told you earlier, he has won a duel before. Oh, Squid lags! Oh, huge wreck, 48 line!
No.
It might have been lined. It might have been lined or Squid. Into the pack, oh, 77 Fast Racer. Oh, Nick around! A lot of stack up, yeah, everyone's coming down pit road.
That's caution, those that just went down pit road.
That should be a caution.
Huge advantage.
That's a
On the
no caution?
We'll see if it's still on
Coming around.
question.
They may let the pit stops happen and then call the caution. I feel like that's what they would do this time. But you know who this benefits? The 8 car of Ironman and the 3 car of Spartan. There's also, if this is a caution, this saves Rocky Top and Mets as well.
I actually think it might save Nilla, because I'm not sure if Nilla went a lap down or not.
Here they come! Everyone down!
Everybody goes in. Oh, 43 almost.
Oh my God! So many cars!
Going into pit road.
6 wide! No! Snurlo's AI got spun. He lost like 8 positions entering pit road. Yeah, they came in clean though.
Out. I wonder if they were first to pit.
Oh, here comes. They're getting around T-Stone here.
There's Nilla. I think Nilla is.
He hasn't pitted yet.
Edge of being a
I don't
lap
think he's
down.
pitted. Yeah, he hasn't pitted yet.
Alright, so our current lead is, I believe, the 16.
Squid is a lap down.
Oh, is he?
Squid is a lap down, by the way. Yeah, he's 29th.
Sure.
Your leader's the 43. Yeah.
Huh.
Oh, here they come!
Oh, on
They're
track.
tight!
Wow, almost a page. They all get by there. They
Here comes
were
the second
there
back as
that
well.
cars.
Here comes the second pack, led by Squid. Oh, 8 car nearly blocks him. That's Ironman.
77 Fast Racer out of the race.
Oh, damn. Fast Racer, who had won his duel, is now out of the race. Rough night for him overall. I was surprised by how early Irish pitted. He saved a lot of fuel and still pitted early with his teammates. We'll see how that works out with him.
Curious on what's happening with this 10 car. Is he a lap down? I actually think I just lagged into somebody. Yeah, he's a lap down. 10 cars a lap down. 23 is their lead.
Serving cone the 43 as well. 43 of Romeo. You said earlier he has a great shot at winning tonight. You said earlier you expect to be up front in that 43 machine. He should be up front. I mean, it's expected. The 24 of GS Racing, who's been quiet all night as well. He's been very quiet. That's 47. Surprise, surprise in the 47. He's surprising me right now. I don't know who that is. Let me get to the number. T-Stone, not really surprised anymore. My bad. T-Stone's not surprised really. But he's running inside the top 5. The 7 car of B13, who we saw earlier. Remember, he would have made the round of 10 if he didn't jump the restart at, I think it was Auto Club or whatnot.
It was Dega. The
think it was
race
Auto
itself
Club, actually.
almost won.
No, it was Auto
It
Club
was
when he,
here.
was it?
It had to be.
I thought it was Auto Club where I've had my best career finish.
Okay, no, it was
Auto Club.
It was Auto Club.
Yeah, if he didn't jump the restart, he would have been in on points. So you know he's a little bit salty about it, but he wants to make the playoffs again. He is the 99 of Dingleberry right behind him, who returned to the series this season. But GS Racing, Sean for life, my pick. Currently inside the top 5. Where are you guys' picks running right now? Who do you got winning this?
I don't remember who I picked. In the bottom lane, catching the field. That's where he is right now.
Oh, T-Stone gets loose. The top lane is being formed by B13. GS Racing has been silent all night, but he's inside the top 5, and he's got a great shot at winning this thing.
On the wall. Is it 16?
Was that Proxy?
16. It was. Sean hooked up with, is that B13 and 99. Oh my god, who just jumped
Oh,
down
11
the
car
air?
got loose. 11 got loose or something. Here comes
I tried
Savage
to look
to the
back
bottom.
at it again.
Savage down the middle.
James
He's got help from Sterling and Impact. Savage in the middle lane, right here.
Toyota's hooking back together.
They're getting down to the bottom here. So Irish is currently... Yes, because we saw DD get loose. DD got loose. So he lost the draft. Irish is well back there. Irish is hanging on by a thread with Squid. Oh, 47 of T-Stone got loose or almost hit the wall there. Lost a lot of momentum. So top lane is destroyed right now.
Sean leaves it quick.
They're all going to the bottom, guys. Now, pit stops are going to be coming very soon. Sean for life loses a lot of momentum. 99 of Dingleberry can get down here if he wants to. They're going to try to get down here as quick as they can. Never mind. Here comes the 8 car. Here comes Irish. It's Iron Man and Irish. Sean for life is following Irish. He's got help from Irish. Here comes Sean for life as well.
Keep an eye on the Toyotas. I know the 18 wants to go, but the 19 and 20 are being patient.
5 car gets out of line. Yep, and it's gonna drop back and cost Irish a lot of momentum and positions. I will say 23 is out of line, guys. Cervico is out of line. Using the draft of lappers. Look at him.
He was getting pulled out. Look at the distance he put on that 43 there.
I know, right? He was using the draft of the 31 and the 10 car. So 2 guys, Jordan Dog and the 10 car, who both got out of line because of an incident early on, are now working together. Romeo having to let off because they're running the bottom lane. 7 laps of fuel on Spartan. He is good on fuel when he pits. The question is
13 to go. I think everybody is going
good on
to be
fuel.
good at this point now.
Okay, here's my thing though. I think you want to get down to around 11 to go to make sure you don't have to fuel save at all.
Yes.
I think that's your game plan.
Yes. 11 to go, be the first to pit, to be the first connected, and get out front of everybody.
I don't think you want to save at all. You want to be able to make sure you go in, you get out, and then you don't have to save and just push it. That's my plan here. But we'll see. Some people may pit this lap. I expect a few. I expect a few to come down this time.
I wouldn't be surprised. But we are no takers for pits. 12
No
to
takers.
go.
12 to go now.
Race is coming down to the end currently.
Oh, 62 gets loose.
What's happening back there?
You almost hit the bumper, Mac.
Currently,
Almost
we
got a
have
huge stock up.
serving as our lead, Romeo second,
GS Racing in third.
Dusty fourth, Savage fifth, Sterlo, Impact,
Sterlo
Sean,
sixth.
and Iron Man. The rest of that field. And
Top 10
everybody
is
else in line.
stacked. We'll say this top 10 is pretty stacked right now.
Yeah, still waiting on those pit stops to see how this race will turn out. Half the time
I'm
we
happy.
see the leader go in, not be the one leaving.
Oh yeah, I see it. Huge stack up. I think it was Irish involved. Line cone. 41 involved. Here comes people
Looks
down
like
to
they're okay.
pit road. Here comes Nick. Nick to pit road. First pitter.
Single
He's
car
alone.
Pit. Georgia Dog off pace. I think he's still a lap down. Everyone single file. 11 to go. 10 to go. I'm not sure which one we're on right now. But 5 laps showing to go on Sean's fuel.
Should be 11 to go if I'm not mistaken. We'll get the lap
Say
counter
11.
here. Yep. But yeah, I mean, this is what serving is liking this currently. Technically that'd be nerve-wracking to lead the
He's
race, but
definitely gonna be
Toyotas
one
are
of the-
loving this.
He's definitely going to be the one of the first to
First
pit.
ones.
But
He's hoping
does
that a
his
group comes down
teammates
with him.
Follow? Toyotas
Oh,
have...
no taker.
Last.
There is a taker.
Single car
Thank you.
takers.
Thank you, Hendrick, for that. Appreciate it.
I'm concerned what the Toyotas are going to do here because they have always been the last ones to pit.
Yes. Again, there's 5 of them up here. That's the difference between most groups. They have a lot of cars up here, but at the same time, you got Sean for Life back here, who's probably going to follow them in. I feel like if you're top 10, you go together. That's just my opinion. They may not want to, but you have to go together here.
4-car just got caught to the leaders, stays in the bottom. The 23 has to go around. Everyone's starting to go around him.
Oh, this might hinder some people coming to pit road.
Nick locks in the leaders. Rear pack pits. The Ford jumps in front of the leaders, pries open the 18 and puts himself in line.
He puts himself in their draft, which he is good on fuel. That helps him out, make up the speed difference. Remember, these guys are going to stay out for another 2.5 laps. That speed difference, even if it's minimal, he'll probably catch a little bit on the guys pitting right now that are in smaller groups.
I don't
so
think
maybe
he'll have enough track position to catch them, though, if he's out by himself.
But remember, he's catching up to the solo car in front of them. He'll catch them if they don't pit this lap. That's the question here. Do Toyotas pit this lap? Oh, I think they're coming.
Let's see,
They're coming!
Going in.
Here they come! Here they come!
Toyotas are in. Among the 24, 42,
Oh,
and
23! I don't know if he got it. I think he got it.
Keep in mind, the 43 and 42 are the 23's teammates. So all of these Toyotas up here are surrounding this 24. This whole group is a team.
Yes. So honestly, we see now Spartan running third.
He also went in with them. Looks like he is in the mix of those guys again. So D has made it back to them.
That is good to hear.
Currently our leader is the 50.
Yeah, Sean for Life. Oh! 23! Almost around!
No,
Still
that's
almost
like,
spins him!
they were invisible.
Okay. I was about to...
Lap cars
Battle
adjusting the field again.
Yeah, but now... How much? Oh, Sean getting massively lost a lot of momentum there. He's going to drop back massively. That's not what he wanted. Now again, Sean for Life has 2 laps of fuel left.
Everyone's within the fuel range. It's just they have to get their pits down because they can't make it that many laps further. The 16
They're coming down this time.
I imagine most of them are going in.
They should be coming down this time. I just don't see a way they can't. Here they come!
There they go.
Sean for Life breaks
16
in.
fast. 16's fast.
Oh,
Might have got it.
He slid. I think he slid a little bit, but I'm going to go back up to the second pack, which is grouped up. Romeo is your leader. Yes, and Impact's also, this is
not currently
Toyota.
Leader, but being led by them.
Yes, and we're going to see where that second pack leads out. Remember, they pitted the latest.
That's all Toyotas except for GS Racing sitting second line.
Keep forgetting that the 42 and 43 are technically
I know, it's going to be a little confusing that they're on the Toyotas, but for this season, the 43 and 42 are considered.
They're coming out! Here they come! Here comes the lead pack! Oh, they're gonna block them a little bit.
The 50 is being shown in third. I am not sure who's in first. Waiting for it to kind of scroll.
The 3-car of Spartan. They're gonna catch up to them, but the thing is that second pack is gonna get up to speed. They're up to speed now. That second pack is up to speed. Oh! Oh my God, that was huge! Almost a huge one. Guys, we're coming to 5 to go here. No more cautions.
He cuts off his teammates. He brings the 20 and 24 with him. Cuts 3 of his teammates off. Romeo.
Oh.
Locks the other Chevys in. But look at the gap they pull on him after that. They're probably not going to.
There's a lap.
well.
Remember, there's lap cars. They're getting
Oh my
stacked
God,
up right here.
four
Four
wide.
wide. They're 3 wide. Romeo blocking. Oh! Almost a huge wreck. They're 4 wide. They're 4 wide. No! Just Rosie in the wall.
There's a lot happening back here. 66
Oh! Whoa!
around.
66. Sean in the wall. How do they keep straight there?
Huge block by the 43 on the 19. Started all of that. The 19 made contact with the 3 and back up into the field. Just took out every single car that came out last.
Oh, 1 car. What happened to the 1 car? He checked up massively. 1 car's out of gas. Guys, 1 car's out of gas. There's no other way. Why did he check up so massively like that?
He can't be. He's under power right now.
Why did he check up massively? He just costed Servant Code about 20 seconds.
I'm not sure. But
We're coming
with
to 4 to go now.
still at the Romeo to the line. I believe they hit.
He's got lap cars ahead of him. Look at those lap cars are going to become
They
crucial
did.
at the end here. And now they actually have to get out of the way here. This is gonna be interesting how they figure. Here comes the 23 on the outside lane. I think they brought back the other pack. The other pack is here now, guys. They're back. Here comes the 8 car. 19 building up a run behind that 43. Look at Mets on the outside lane. Lap cars becoming.
Ooh,
Oh,
out of
Rocky
the way,
Top.
Out of the way. Hey.
Oh, 23.
I will bring up the fact that the 3 car was almost taken out 1 lap ago. He currently sits in 4th.
Yeah, exactly. Proxy, Impact, they're survived somehow. I'll tell you someone who surprised me, that 1 car. I think someone said it earlier, that 1 car's very good at super speedways. He's very underrated, and that's Sean, if I'm not mistaken.
He was
not
also
Sean for life.
almost taken out. That's Silent Kings.
That's Silent King. My bad, Silent. You deserve the respect. I apologize
I
for the
know
name.
someone who got the bad end of that's been really good tonight was Mac. That's 66.
Sean and him both got the bad end of the stick here. Because you see them way back there, they're not in the draft anymore. But now we're coming down to the last few laps. Who is going to make the move first?
Top
That is the
three
question.
being held by Toyota, so not much option able to happen here. Only the 3 and 1 sit in the middle of them. They have the 20 behind them. Not sure how
Who's
well
also
the 20
Toyota.
will push them past his teammates. Oh!
Oh,
that's
still
what I see!
lag! I'm thinking it's lag now, guys.
Romeo
So I'm
lag?
thinking. I don't know. He just went right. Oh, contact!
It's
Silent
two
King
to
gets
go.
held up.
Now Romeo tailed the field. He still has time to work with this though. The race for him is not over.
The race is not over. Here comes the 42. Gonna build up a run here with the 3 car. Spartan is aggressive. Exactly. B13. We know he's aggressive, but he has 16 right behind him. Who is going to be willing to work with one another? We know the 8, the 16 are going to work with the 3 car if he goes.
Currently the leader, Romeo. Nobody picked him on any of our cards or money.
They're backing it up. They're backing it up, guys.
Closest one, I don't even
Here
think
comes
is
T-Stone.
here.
This is the final. Who is
Look
going to
Servant
get it
making a
at
run by
Dega?
himself. He got very far up the field here. Romeo blocks it.
Impact backing it
That
up.
might hurt
Here
him.
comes Spartan. Here goes Spartan. Here goes Impact to the top, potentially. He's going to push the 23 of Serving. Serving gets there. He's there. He has help. Look at the 16 on the top lane.
4 teammates
Can
on
they
the
build up a
bottom,
run
2
here?
teammates on the top. Romeo still holding out, coming out of 3 and 4.
Oh, he's holding on to it.
Serving in the
Romeo
middle.
blocked the 42. Dusty.
Dusty.
3-1.
Dusty has the
Dusty to the bottom. Who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? Who's going to get it? Romeo is going to win.
This season.
What a... Woo! Dusty almost got that.
Wow, Dusty almost had the momentum down the bottom, got forced, which slowed him down. Romeo, welcome to Odrl. First race, first win.
Dude, if Dusty or Romeo would have won, it would have been both of their first wins. And
Dusty
I know Dusty's run a
at
few races.
0.3. Second place.
Not the closest finish in ODR history, but definitely a wild one there. Because we remember Darlington last year, but that was still a wild one.
It's set.
Well, guys.
3 cars in the top 5 for Toyota. B13 bounced back for a 5th place finish.
Holy.
And nobody picked Romeo, so nobody gets money, unfortunately. Also, I think MK voted for Loss, and I don't think Loss was in the race.
Yeah, I don't think he raced tonight. Wow, what a race. What a finish. And well, I guess Mr. Metz gets to keep his money for another week, because last time we had this, no one picked him.
I know, last time we had it, no one got home. No one's been able to get the win yet. Also, Matt gets the lap with a 49-2.
Do we got the top 5?
Maybe.
Gosh,
I know
gonna be hard.
Romeo. B13 was 5th. Dusty was one of them. Spartan. Yep.
Yep, Spartan.
3.
Yep. Make sure you call him with the Spartans with the S when he gets in here. But don't tell him. There. Hello.
1, 2, 3.
B13.
Waiting on Romeo. That's our 4th. I do not know our 5th.
Can we get a? Do you know who finished 5th?
Well, that would be the 7. We need our 5th person though. I'm not sure.
We don't know the results.
B13 was in 5th.
Got in.
I was in 3rd.
23. Serving.
The 23 serving cone, yeah.
Serving.
The 20, yeah, it was the
Yep.
7, the 23, me, the 42, the 43.
All right. Okay. Campbell, we gotta divide this. So, I'm thinking. Okay.
I'll let y'all take 5, 4, 3, and 2, and I'll take
Well,
first.
it's going to be just you two because Hendrix hands does this every time we do interviews, so
Oh yeah. Okay. So.
I just watch him disconnect.
Ah man. Yeah, that sucks. All right. Since, as we heard there, Hendrick fan has issues after interviews. Hopefully, he'll be back later. But
Take
for
the top
5th
three.
place. For 5th place is gonna be B13. Congrats on your top 5. I know you weren't able to get the win tonight, but still a great run. What'd you think of the racing tonight? It looked exciting from up here, especially the end there. B13. What were your thoughts?
Yeah, I had a lot of fun. My first time racing back in forever.
Yeah, I know.
That was I had a good time. I had gotten into some trouble early in stage 1 and stage 2 and didn't have great finishes in those stages, but I got lucky and caught the lucky dog at the end of stage 2 and was able to get back on the lead lap, and then I kind of just was able to work my way towards the front slowly throughout throughout that last stage. Just put myself in good position there towards the end. Had really good pit stops, and I was passing a lot of people on pit entry, honestly, just sending it in pretty hard. But gotta gamble like that sometimes. I don't think I would have finished as well as I did if I wasn't going into pit road so hard. Just I never took anybody out, so that's what matters the most.
Yeah, I mean, overall, a good night for you, especially. Congrats on your top 5. Again, great run, especially at Dega. You know, it's kind of a wild, especially stage 1 and 2. But overall, still a great run, top 5, especially for the start of the season. I mean, good momentum to carry off of as well.
Yep, exactly. Really looking forward to next week. I'm not 100% sure where we're at. I guess I can look at the schedule here. Atlanta, is that what I heard? Atlanta and the 2020 cars. That'll be a good one. Excited for that.
All right. Congrats on your top 5. We're gonna move on to 4th place. Was Serving Cone, who we saw actually at the end there. He was leading. Wasn't he leading a few laps, Camo?
Mm-hmm. All the way till
So
the
he
end
was.
there.
Yeah, serving cone. I know you didn't get it done, but you led a few laps. I think you proved yourself tonight that you're definitely capable at super speedways. What were your thoughts on the racing, and what do you think? Oh my gosh, my mic is not working. What do you think you could have done differently at the end there, potentially to get the win and hold on to the lead there at the end?
Also, please make sure audio is included.
Yep.
I don't really know what I could have done different, honestly. Hit a better side draft, maybe. That's about all I got. Problem was, is I never could quite get next to the 43. So then he could just go to the bottom, give the bottom a run, basically. And then once I got to his bumper, he'd come back up, and I would get the run, and he'd just switch back and forth. So I never got outside of the 43 was my problem. And maybe I could have kept it up the track a little bit and tried to get a better run, but it just felt like the push wasn't doing enough. I needed to do something to slow him down, and I couldn't hit the side draft on the corners, exit of the corners like I needed to.
Hey, either way, still a great run serving. Just remember, it's the first race of the season. It's a plate track. You still got your top five. Great momentum, especially heading to the future races, and should be good points day as well. I think you ran decently well during the stages as well. So
I think I'm the
congrats
point
on
leader. I'm not 100% on that, but I think I'm like 1 point
Ooh.
ahead of a couple guys.
Hey, either way, congrats on your top five. Next week we'll probably hear from you as well. So we're gonna move on to Camo for the top three.
Yeah,
And
I can. If Hendrik, you want to, you can take over third and second if you're connecting.
Yeah. Who got third?
That would be the 3 of Spartans.
There we go. The only person that does not put an S on his name. All right.
I said it anyway.
No.
Say it S. Say it with the S, Hendrik. You're part of the gang.
All right.
Say it.
Well, I guess I'll go on ahead and take this one. So we'll interview the driver of the number 3, taking P3, that being Dark Spartan. Spartan, make sure your audio is included.
Yep, all good.
All right, first off, congrats on the podium there. You had a run on the outside at the end, made it 3 wide, but unfortunately it did not go your way. I do want to ask, was that a last second move, or did you have anyone planning on going with you there at the end?
Well, I really wanted to set up my move earlier, but serving kind of formed the outside there and kind of limited what we could do from him running so tight. And there at the end, I tried to lay off a little bit coming out of 4 and through the tri-oval. I wanted to get a run, and I did to a certain sense, but I kind of had to push the 23 out of the way, and I didn't mean to. But I mean, all of that stemmed from, unfortunately, the 19 having issues with his wheel and caused a big accident right there before the end. But it was just a last-ditch effort, and I knew I wasn't going to make it. I just wanted to try.
Well, so you did lead your ILM teammates in the leaderboard, you getting third. Obviously, you weren't the only one on your team to get a top 10, but you did lead that list. I do want to know, how does it feel to know that you at least got to get a top 3 to start the season off?
It definitely feels good to start the season off. You know, I'm still chasing that first win in this league, and you know, just want to get that monkey off my back just to get one. You know, hopefully here soon. This is a new season, starting with a new team, and hopefully we get a little bit better here. So we'll deal with third for now. Good way to start the season.
All right. Well, before I let you go here and get this interview with the 42 going, do you have any special shout-outs that you want to hand out?
I just want to thank Iron Man for leading the team. I know we kind of, on stage 1, we messed up on a couple calls because it was written down and we had one person take a can of fuel instead of taking as much as you needed. But yeah, just Iron Man for really taking us all together and making us all on the same strategy.
All right. Congrats on the 3rd place finish. I wish you
Thank
the
you.
best of luck next Monday.
Thank you.
No problem. All right. Well, I'll go on ahead and interview 2nd place, and then Camo can interview the winner. So we're going to interview the driver of the 42, that being Dusty. So Dusty, make sure your audio is included.
What's up?
All right. First off, congrats on the top 2. You were right there at the end as well. Unfortunately for you, you did finish 1 spot short. However, if it makes it a little bit easier, your teammate won the race. So I do want to ask, what is it like to know that Grim Reaper starts the season off 1-2?
Oh, good. I wasn't planning on making no move till last lap anyways. I figured if I waited till last lap, it'd either be him or me, or we got a couple more teammates behind us close, so just didn't have the horsepower. I shook him at the end. Just didn't have the horsepower at the end. Should have cut off my AC. Got that extra two. But yeah, good race. I could have, I maybe could have used him up a little more, to get barely by him, but it's just not the driver I want to be, or a person I want to be known as. I want to be known as clean, respectful. So good race, and shout out to everybody who puts this together. Glad I found this league.
So, I do want to know what your expectations or goals are for this season. Do you have any in mind as of right now?
Uh, just well, obviously win a race, but get to race around some of the best guys on the game. So get to do it every week. So it's pretty good. Cool.
All right. Well, before I let you go and let Camo interview the winner of this one, your teammate, do you have any special shout-outs that you want to hand out? I know you mentioned it before, but I figured I'd let you get this extra time to send out some shout-outs.
Shit! Shout out America.
That's okay. That
Well,
works.
to be fair, 4th of July was not that long ago.
Yep.
All right,
Yeah,
congrats,
it wasn't. Yep, true.
congrats on the runner-up, Dusty. Camo, go on ahead and interview his teammate, the man that won by a margin of 37 one-thousandths of a second. Romeo, take it away, Camo.
I don't know what's more familiar on our winner here, the fact that it's the 43 or that it's Romeo.
Yes.
I see you over on Thursdays all the time, and you came up to your first race here, you got that done in the 43 that has the most wins from previous seasons. So just adding on to it, and you came in a steady race so far. We didn't see you much around the front until late. I believe that's what was said in the Toyota camp, that take the stages calm and then go at it in stage 3. And then all of y'all were up there leading both lanes, holding a train to the top, holding it down to the bottom at the end there. It was great to watch, and good defense on everybody else around y'all. We saw a dive from the 42 coming through the tri-oval. You forced him down a little bit. You're able to hold it off. Was there any bit of scare coming off that tri-oval to think you're going to get side drafted, or it's going to pull you back and you're going to lose by just a bumper?
To be honest, I was more afraid of the fact we were going 3 wide. I was kind of shut off my mirror. I don't know why. Said, you know what, shut it off, hold my line, and I felt some rumbling, and I knew the 42 was, below me. I didn't try to make too much contact with him, but, when you're in the moment, he's trying to hold your line and not give up too much side draft, so you're kind of playing defense, I don't know, it was an up and down race, to be honest. Was in the back, had patience, saved a little bit, fuel strategy, just your typical restrictor plate racing. You just gotta keep it cool, and if you happen to be up front in the closing laps, then you go for it. And if not, then you try to get your best finish. But apparently tonight, I didn't think I was gonna do too well coming into this, first time coming into this league. But you know what? I was fortunate with some track position and some opportunities, and I gotta say I'm pleased and I'm happy to be here tonight. So good finish, and it's a good way to start the season, I guess.
Oh, yeah. Always good to start off the season with a win. Already locked into the playoffs, and
I was gonna say.
you are full-time, right? I'm not fully aware of the full
he
roster
is.
with it, so yeah.
He is.
Yes, I am.
So with you being full-time, you are in for the playoffs, and we look forward to
Congrats.
seeing you in those, but we still have the rest of the regular season to get through, so are there any tracks you are looking forward to as we go into next week and beyond?
I'm up for any track. Obviously, the 1.5s are my bread and butter. Short tracks, I'm not too bad, but the 1.5s, I'll be very happy going to those weeks. And other than that, I'm just looking forward to it. I'm going to try my best. I'm kind of new to these cars and the sliders. I always, came up in this game with customs and the 2020 cars, so between Thursday and tonight, I'm very new. Both these leagues are the first leagues ever I've been for the 2022, so I'm still learning. Um, I look to progress, and it's gonna be a bumpy ride at times, and maybe it'll be smooth like tonight. But I walk in every week, willing to learn and keep everybody on their good side, and walk away with points at least every weekend. That's my goal. So, or every week, sorry.
All right, and I guess with that, congrats on the win.
I just,
It was a
yeah, let me
very
shout
fun
out.
race at the end there. Yeah.
Yeah, I appreciate it, guys. I just want to shout out my teammates. I just want to shout out everyone who's kept it clean. I didn't really get into many people today, which hats off to them. Obviously to me too, but hats off to them too, because without that, there was a lot of giving, and that's good to see at Talladega and Daytona. So, I like the atmosphere, and I just appreciate everyone in the race and who's supporting the race and providing the race. You guys are good, and I'm looking forward to come back next week.
All right, and if any admins here want to add on to anything after
Well,
our
Mets.
first race.
Yes, sir, everybody. Thank you for watching. Hopefully it was a good one because it was definitely stressful on the track. Thanks. Shout out to Camo. Shout out to Hendrix. Shout out to Bren. Shout out to James for the pre-race monologue he probably did. I didn't get to listen to it, but I'm sure it was long.
Hey,
Shout out
he
to
was chill.
him. Appreciate everybody. Appreciate him. Shout out to Iron Man. 10 seasons. We didn't think we'd get this far. We did. Let's do 10 more. Appreciate everybody racing tonight. Minimum cautions. Very proud of everybody. We had some issues communication-wise. We'll clean some stuff up here. Atlanta next week, 2020 should be good.
Thank you.
It was pretty good. I enjoyed it. Shout out to y'all. Thank you for being here every week. And did anybody pick him?
Nope.
Oh,
we
how
did
you
not pick him.
I'm disappointed.
I am.
Okay. Now I'm fully disappointed in the white line. Now I'm calling them out because I'm fully disappointed in them because they didn't pick their own driver. That's
I think only
disappointing.
one person from White Line came in to pick.
Go
That's just
Dogs.
wrong. I advertised it 30 minutes beforehand. And only one of them came in here. Disappointing. You didn't pick your own driver. I would have picked him. I know he's I know
To be
him from
fair, I had
what?
Sean picked, and he got
I know.
absolutely screwed.
Yeah,
with
he
it.
got screwed.
I'm salty
he
about
had
that.
he had a good opportunity. But shout out to everybody. It was overall a very pleasant race. Probably not going to do times 3 on 50% Talladega ever again, just because it was just too much fuel saving and not enough, not enough racing going
Racing?
on. But
Mhm.
it's a 5-year-old game. Can't be times 2 everything. Times 3 changes it up just a tad. Change it up strategy or whatever. So you live and you learn. It was overall I was very happy. Thank you everybody and have a good night. If you have any questions
All
for me,
right.
I'm here.
All right.
Hey, like
Y'all, just go.
like Met said, it was fun to watch. I mean, Romeo earned the win tonight. He brought the 43 back to victory lane. We saw the 43 last season also dominate. It's good to see Romeo come from a series, prove himself tonight, especially. I know it's a super speedway, but he looks to build on the momentum, and I think he's going to be a real championship contender this season as well. God, I just dropped my phone and smashed it on the ground. That is fun. Yeah, but next week we're going back to cars where we're not going to know anybody's number. That's going to be fun for commentators up here. I hate this.
It'll take a couple weeks. It'll take a week. Don't worry.
It's going to take more than a couple
Don't worry
weeks.
about
These
it.
2020
Okay.
cars
Do
are
the
going to
best
screw
you
with
can.
me.
Don't call them by names. Call them by numbers. Who cares?
Yeah, I'll call them by their numbers from now on, just so we don't get confused. But next week is Atlanta, one of those tracks where in 2020 it's really different. It's kind of like Camo. Hendrick and Camo? How would you describe Atlanta in 2020?
So with the 2020
not
cars,
as bottom heavy.
Hmm.
Not
I would say
as
with the
bottom heavy.
2020 cars, the draft package is going to be way different. Obviously, with next week's race, the draft package is going to be on low. The 2022 cars, I feel, is much easier to draft with other people. However, 2020 is a different scenario, and especially with the low package, it'll be interesting to see how that one plays out.
Yeah, especially. It's gonna be one
Watching
of those
22s at Atlanta is literally
painful.
yellow line simulator. With the
It's
20s,
painful.
you can run the outside a little bit and still gain a bit of an advantage, but it's still bottom heavy, but not as bad as
Yes.
22s.
I
Because
personally
you
like
have
22
to
from
run
Atlanta.
up a little bit to kind of conserve those tires. Because if you're just entering from the bottom, you're going to rip that right front off.
Yeah, tire wear is really bad on new gen and old gen at Atlanta, so that's gonna be fun to watch next week. But again, you'll see us next week, same time, same place. You guys know where we're at. Suspect Camo, Bryn7204, and I think that's
Hendrick
let me
fan.
get it real quick. Hendrick fan. I call you Hendrick.
Don't
Sorry
say the
again.
numbers. Don't really need to say the numbers.
Yeah, I know. All right, I'm let Camo end this off.
Yep. All right, that was our Odrl Aerl 250. We will see y'all for next week at Atlanta. Back to the 2020 cars. So we'll see y'all then.
Yep. Have fun. Don't die.
You're
Also
loud.
root for me on Sunday. Yeah, exactly. It's